Hello there! This is the second part of 3018 CNC unboxing, assembling and initial testing. In this part, I'll install the electronics, I'll set the configuration, and I'll put the machine to work, of course correcting whatever was to be corrected. Stick around to see how it went. My name is Edward and I tinker with things. So let's install the brains for this machine. The main board came in an electrostatic bag. In this bag was also another electrostatic bag containing the heat sinks for the stepper motor drives. I don't know why they bothered to put those in an electrostatic bag, but I can't complain. When I tried to mount the main board on the board support, I noticed that it couldn't be done if the support was already in place. So I had to take it down, install the board, then put them back together. Then I consulted the manual to see which cables goes where, and I was again unpleasantly surprised that my main board was not matching at all with neither of the two main boards that were in the manual. The layout was different, the connectors were different, but at least each connector was labeled on the board, so I used that as documentation. Because I didn't find anywhere was the difference between Y1 and Y2, I used Y1 connector for Y-axis motor. So I connected the stepper motors to the main board, then I connected the spindle motor power cable. The machine was pretty much ready from assembly point of view, so I jumped into the software part. I downloaded from the Dropbox link provided on the official website the driver, and then I tried to install it. But it ended in error. I decided to go further and see what happens. So I powered the board and connected it to the laptop. As a note, this particular CNC will only work while it is connected to a computer. Then I opened the Gerber control software, also provided in the Dropbox location, and configured the serial port. In my case, it was COM3. And then I sent commands from Garble to the machine to see if it is responding, and everything seemed fine to my untrained eye. On another note, Gerber Control is an open source application, so you can find it in various locations over the web. Just search for it. Everything was in place. I needed something to carve into wood, so I went to easel, created a simple model, exported the G-code for it, then imported the G-code in Gerbil. And I tried to secure a piece of MDF wood of 30 mm on the bed. It didn't work because the screws of the clamps supplied in the kit were too short. So if you want to carve something thicker, you'll need to make another jig. Then I used a much thinner piece of balsa wood, one of 3 mm, and I was able to secure it in place. After that, I fixed the drilling bit and set up the home position. It was time to start the process. But there was a problem that I didn't notice before. The y-axis was inverted. I found a video that explained how to correct this. Basically, I had to enter a command in Gerbil once and that fixed it. The command was $3 equals 2. You'll find in the description the link to the page where all those commands are explained. So I tried once more, and everything went fine. Until it just stopped. No commands were accepted by the CNC. And I tried once more. The spindle motor just stopped immediately after starting the job. And again, it stopped after a few seconds on the job. After many searches on what the problem might be, I remembered that a couple of years back I used this laptop for another Arduino project, and I remembered that I had to install also a driver then. So I removed the driver and installed the provided one again. And it worked perfectly ever since. Conclusion. The manual is bad. Some things are not explained at all, some things are not accurate. It's pretty hard, but not extremely frustrating, to set the thing to obtain a smooth sliding movement, especially for the bed, y-axis. Some modes of the unit are necessary. For example, the clamps using for fixing the material can be made to be a lot better. Am I happy with my purchase? Yes, I think it's a good machine for its price. Do I recommend you to purchase one? If you have the tinkering in your veins, and I don't see why you want such a machine otherwise, yes, I recommended it. With a few modifications, it can be made into a reliable machine. And this is it about my first adventure with this machine. I'm sure I'll be using it in many projects in the future. Thank you for watching and see you next time.